Hello guys, it's Teenage Marvel Fan back in the video, and the Disney Plus Loki series has officially begun filming, and they're filming outside, so of course that means we are getting set photos. And set photos can reveal a lot to us, especially because we don't really know much about this series yet. So these, the set photos don't really tell us much, but it gives us a lot to interpret and I guess assume or try to figure out. Um, so yeah, there's this first one, and as you can see, it is raining. We've got a bunch of TVA agents, so Time Variance Authority, in case you didn't know what that stood for. And then it looks like Loki has joined the Time Variance Authority. Now, in the Super Bowl Disney Plus Marvel TV spot that we got, the small part that showed Loki, he looked like he was a prisoner of the TVA, and he was all evil and stuff. But now, because Loki is big on manipulating and stuff, it seems that maybe he has been able to manipulate his way out of being a prisoner, and now he is an agent of the TVA. At least that's what it looks like. And you can see him here with Owen Wilson, so that's interesting. Yeah, so Loki and Tom Hiddleston and Owen Wilson. Interesting. Now, we still don't know who Owen Wilson is playing. From these photos, I think it's obvious that he's playing a Time Variance Authority member. But is he something more important than that? I'll get into that in a little bit. But I think there's two options here, or two main options. Either he is Loki's boss at the TVA, and he's like the leader of the TVA, or maybe this will be like a buddy cop series, and it will be like Loki becomes a member of the TVA, and then Owen Wilson, his character, gets stuck being Loki's partner. Because, that's how cops work. They gotta have partners and stuff. So I think that's gonna be really cool, seeing those two interact with each other. And Owen Wilson is confirmed to be in all 6 episodes of this series. But, yes, he's playing a TVA agent, but could he be playing a role that's a bit more important? Because it is possible that this is a version of Kang before he becomes Kang and stuff. And this could be an origin story for Kang, because for the longest time, Kang has been rumored to be in the MCU. Actually, for the first Avengers movie ever, he was rumored to be the villain of that. But then, of course, he never was. But since then, he's always been rumored to be appearing in the MCU at some point. He was even rumored to be the villain of Avengers 4 before we knew the title or anything like that. And with Endgame introducing time travel, and this series being all about time travel with the TVA and Loki, it makes perfect sense to introduce Kang. He could be a big villain going forward in the MCU. He could even be the next big villain. I don't know about big villain, like phase villain, but maybe like the next Avengers villain. And this could serve as an origin story for Kang. Because Kang was just a regular dude before he became Kang. So maybe Owen Wilson, he's Loki's partner, but he has some ulterior motives, so that is always possible there. So he could have a plan brewing up there in his head. Plus, Owen Wilson is a great actor, and he's a very famous actor. Like, there's very few people that you could say, show them a picture of Owen Wilson, and then they not know that's Owen Wilson. So he's like that level of famous. He hasn't really done that much for big stuff lately, but this could really bring him back into the mix as one of the bigger stars in Hollywood. And he because he's so famous, he deserves a great role like this. And with him being Kang, and like I said, it's not like he really does any big movies lately. This would be a great opportunity for him, because if he's Kang, he could literally appear in any movie going forward in the MCU, especially because he's time traveling. So he could even be in prequels and stuff, or like movies taking place in the future or whatever. Like, he could pop up anywhere, and he could be, like I said, one of the next big villains. So I actually hope that this is Owen Wilson as Kang. I think that would be really cool. But then finally, for our last set photo, we have Sophia DiMartino here, and I made a video about her being cast in the series a while ago, and I was saying that, oh, she's probably going to be Lady Loki. And now we have our first look at maybe Lady Loki. As you can see, she is wearing like a green suit with like a gold thing at the top, and that's very reminiscent of Loki. So she looks like she could be Lady Loki, but Lady Loki is supposed to be just a female version of Loki, and as you can see, she's still blonde here. Oops. She's still blonde here. So Lady Loki has the same color hair as Loki, because they're the same person, just male and female. So that's what makes me lean more onto the side of thinking that this is the Enchantress, who's been rumored to be the villain of this series, and I think would be awesome to see her debut in the MCU. She's honestly probably my favorite Thor villain after Loki, of course. And I think it'd be a really cool opportunity to introduce her into the MCU. And it makes sense to have her be the villain of Loki. Because, like, she's probably not going to be the villain of Thor Love and Thunder. And after that, I don't know. Like, if the Thor movies continue after Love and Thunder, like, maybe she'll be Enchantress will be a villain there at some point, especially if Jane Foster takes over as Thor and she becomes the new Thor. Why not have female Thor fighting Enchantress, who is basically female Loki, but she's not actually Lady Loki. So yeah, I hope and think that this is Enchantress. So this is possibly our first look at Enchantress in the MCU, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, these were our first set photos leaked from the set of Loki. We got our first look at Loki as a TVA agent, possibly Enchantress / Lady Loki, as well as Owen Wilson as a TVA agent, or secretly Kang. So that would be really cool. But anyway, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. What do you think about all this stuff? And who do you think Owen Wilson is playing? And who do you think Sophia DiMartino is playing? Thanks so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And hope to see you in the next video, so I can bestow all Marvel knowledge upon you.